to a huge look, the guy, one of the guys who was greeting me and giving me this printer, he was like, okay, I'm not too busy today. What day was it? It was Tuesday. He was like, I'm not too busy today. If you pay me the fuel money, I'll get it to whatever it needs to go. I'm like, it's almost 80 miles or whatever miles one way. He's like, yeah, fine. I was like, it's more than 1.5 hour drive one way. I was like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, whatever, yeah. One thing is to deliver it to this place, and something else is to get it into the office, because the office has, well, this is a first floor for people watching this from Britain, and for the rest of the world this is a second floor. So the staircase, being a very old building, this building is an older building, the staircase is, I want to say, half the width of this, and maybe as long as the printer itself. And not only that, it wouldn't be a problem, because with most of the things you can put them upright and whatnot and carry them this way. You cannot tilt ink printers. Well, you can do that with new ones, but you cannot do that with the printers that are in use or has been in use. Single reason being, roughly in there, for this at least printer, for any printer there will be a sponge that sucks up the ink, the leftover inks, the excess inks and everything. And if you tilt it, the inks will be all over the place, regardless of the printer model. If it's an ink printer, if you tilt it enough, if you tilt it enough, the inks will go all over the place. And there is very little room to maneuver. This thing is as large as it is, and it weighs almost 90 kilos. There's 4 of us, but the thing is, in most cases, we cannot fit all of us. So it wouldn't be a problem for us, 4 of us, to lift it to get it over the railing. But the problem is we cannot all fit in there to actually move the machine the way we want to. We did manage to, it was a lot of struggles, but we did manage to get it in eventually, and it took a lot, but we're here, the machine's here, everything's fine. I ordered, the same day, I ordered the vinyl for this machine to print on it. I do believe this is it. No. Right, I see it. So, I ordered a roll that will fit our needs, and here's the roll. Looks like any other material I've used before, but obviously I haven't printed on one yet. So we load this one in, and this is a digital media vinyl. So for those of you who know anything about printing, there's different printers who would have known that, right? Different printers, and they use different printing technologies. When I loaded that up and I printed on it, it turned out to be that this is a vinyl that's not compatible with this machine and this printing technology. Scientifically speaking, that vinyl doesn't have the soaking. That much for my technical knowledge and language, but if I recall the word, I'll most probably give you it to you, but it doesn't have the layer that absorbs the ink, which this machine does. So that is meant to be used with a this is called decal solvent inks or latex inks. Speaking of inks, while I am quite qualified within the IT field in general, well, I am qualified in most of the fields. The white printers is something I never really touched upon. I mean, I've used different types of printers, and all the way starting from the dot matrix printers, your needle, so to say, printers, your thermal printers like the label printer, and so on. And I'm familiar with most of the technologies. Printing large-scale printer is something I never really had an experience in, and as of now, I can tell you that there's pigment inks, there's dye-based inks, there's eco-solvent inks, there's latex inks, there's hard inks, and there's what am I missing? What am I missing? Did I say eco-solvent? There's roughly 6 of them, and all of them have unique capabilities, if you will. They do different stuff, and this, as I concluded in the end, after speaking to also many people and having no answer whatsoever, this is pretty much a wide format printer as you would imagine it. As in, the printer that I'm using to print my stuff, and you at home, the inkjet printers, the commonly used type, this is essentially the very same thing, and it's not suitable for many uses. Now, what this printer is supposed to do is, well, its main purpose, if you will, is to print this. So you've got your pretty much architectural plans, and it does it well on paper, and that's what its main purpose is. Now, this machine, specifically this machine, as I found out, because I'll be trying to use it for a different irregular shapes, and that actually has to have its own thing. The model of this is T1100, but it has PS at the end. That PS at the end means that it's running a whatever the P standard for script, which basically means that this machine has the programming. It has been programmed to run that script, so it takes EPS files, let's say, and it can do like a non-standardized shapes. Like if you're not printing your typical font that you found online somewhere, if you're making your own font, or you're printing or cutting, well, printing in this case, like some intricate shapes, then this is supposedly the way you have to go, which I didn't know at the time, but here we are. So now another thing. That's fine. I'm currently looking for this is called a way to print on vinyl, which my current supplier said that there isn't such a thing. Well, guess what? I found the vinyl, but it does cost a lot, and if I haven't yet mentioned, I probably have. This machine did cost me 600 quid almost, and it takes 6 inks. Is there 6? There's 6. It takes 6 different cartridges. Hate them. I think. Now, this one, it takes the 72, I guess these the compactor. This is a pack of genuine HP ink and everything. It comes in 2 sizes, 69mm and 130mm, and this is a pack that came with the machine. And it does cost, the larger one, the 130mm, the full set costs almost 300 quid. genuine, brand new from the HP. 300 quid for an ink cartridges. Whomever I called told me that we don't supply ink. So basically what I googled is the ink refills and ink bottles and whatnot. And I found I found the first 4 pages I found on Google on different requests roughly. So I did like, I don't know, 100 or so calls trying to find a replacement ink for this. Guess what? None of them have anything. Oh, well, we sell bottles of things, yes. Well, we sell them for Canon, Pixma, whatever, and Echo tanks and blah blah blah. So pretty much, well, the machine I'm currently using is an Echo tank, so they sell inks for them, but they're supposedly not selling this. So I've got a printer that doesn't print on the vinyl that I'm able to get. The inks cost a fortune, an absolute fortune, and there seems to be no way out of this.